Are you aware of the new old trend, Tradwife? If not, I will tell you what is the Tradwife trend. So, Tradwife is basically a traditional wife, women who conform to traditional gender roles, which is that women belong in the kitchen and men belong in the workplace.
Hey, that's pretty good.
They usually post vlogs like a day in the life of a housewife or life of a homemaker and many other. But I must say that this trend is really problematic than people are making it to be. So when I say traditional gender roles, let me make it clear what the traditional gender roles are according to the evident history. That means the husband is the breadwinner. He goes out of the house and earns money. He can't help the wife with the household chores, or he can't clean the kitchen or cook any food, and he can't even help with the children, honestly. Why? Because he goes out and earns money. He must be so busy and so tired. And for the wife, she is basically responsible for the whole house. She is supposed to cook food, she is supposed to clean it, clean the house, she is supposed to cook all the meals plus snacks, she is supposed to take care of the children and her very much man-child husband. And along with that, do the laundry, do the dishes, and the basic stuff that are, I think, the responsibility of both the spouses. These Tradwives are promoting themselves as traditional wives without even knowing how miserable the actual traditional wives used to be. Like, how can you forget all the struggles that women did for us for to be able to earn basic rights like the right to vote or even go to work and earn some money and be self-dependent. Like it's like they're throwing all of their hard work just to the dustbin. That is so annoying and so sad, honestly. The main aspect, the main thing of the actual Tradwives was that they were not allowed to go out and earn, they were not allowed overall to earn any money and support themselves. It was mainly the lack of money that made those wives, that made those women be submissive to their spouses. They had to take permission from the spouses, even just to spend a penny, because at the end of the day, it wasn't their money. It was not their money. It was always his money, and they both knew it. But these Tradwives, they're not like that. The simple addition of the word influencer changes everything. These are Tradwife influencers. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, these platforms literally pay them uh, to show their lifestyle and for posting those videos. You have to remember that money is being credited to their bank accounts regularly, but money always matters. Even though being a homemaker is one of the most difficult yet unpaid jobs, let's not forget that these people, these homemakers are getting paid. They are self-dependent. They are very, very self-dependent and independent. So before you actually get influenced by that, please keep in mind about the money factor. This is what separates them from being an actual old traditional wife to a modern trad wife. Every time I see a vlog like a day in the life of a 20-year-old married woman or something like that, I, by a great difficulty, do find a way to excuse it, thinking that it's okay, it's their life. Who am I to judge? But there is always a specific section in the comments where some typical men are like, as a woman should do, we need more women like this, the ideal woman we need. And I'm like, shut up. Just shut up. I think these women somehow, reluctantly or unwantingly, are validating these patriarchal, man-child, retarded, backward-ass thinking men, and I hate that. I am just a bit bothered that how can we validate such severely wrong beliefs? And I don't know why, but somehow all of these videos, I don't know how, imply that these women have no social life. Either they're all they see is their kids or their spouse or maybe their extended family. What is up with that? We have seen shows like Bridgerton. Even back then, women used to meet together for high tea or kitty party, or they used to go out together for collective chores because they knew that if a woman is constantly just seeing her kids or her husband, or is just constantly, just stuck in the four walls of her house or even the kitchen, or maybe even if they have a garden, still she will go insane.
Just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And along with this, these Tradwives are always in pretty flowy dresses, always perfectly, always they have the perfect makeup, hair perfectly tied, always perfectly timed in their routine, and always making everything perfectly from scratch, whether it is bread, whether it is butter, or whether it is the simplest thing like brown sugar. That is a good thing, protecting your family from preservatives because we all know those are very harmful, but doesn't that put kind of pressure on the people who are not that good in the kitchen? On the wives, I have to specifically emphasize on the wives who might not be as good in the kitchen or who just cannot take out the time to make everything from scratch, like in these glorified vlogs. Or those who aren't ready to work 24/7 without a break. Or those who are okay just wearing the same old t-shirt and same old shorts every day because that is just what is comfortable. Or maybe those women have something called a social life. Ever heard of it? And almost all of these typical Tradwife influencers have a big countryside home with a big garden where they grow every little vegetable from scratch. Well, life can't be that way. Not everybody has so much money or so much time. And the main key point, those are just 60 seconds from their 24 hours. So please remember that. And honestly, all the vlogs, especially from India, that I see, like a life of a 20-year-old or 19-year-old married woman, like, okay, it was your decision. I mean, I hope it was your decision. And if it was your decision, then you're waking up from 5 o'clock. And we all have seen our mothers that no matter when they wake up, from the moment they wake up, they are on clock for the next 24 hours. Like you're just 19, you're just 20, even I'm 19, and you haven't even completed your degree, and you have so much to explore, you have so much to do. Like, what happened? And listen, I am very well aware that all the hobbies like cooking, knitting, sewing, and all the other grandma hobbies, they do not make you cringe. In fact, I love those hobbies. But promoting them with the name of Tradwives, really, that is just influencing gone wrong. You can have these hobbies without getting married or having the label of a wife, and you can be a wife, you can be married without having any of these hobbies. Both of these things can simultaneously exist. But according to the society, a man will always be a man, but a woman will always just be someone's wife.